Hey everybody, I want to talk about sensible mask wearing today. Now, whether you believe masks work or not, whether we should be wearing them or not, is not the purpose of this video. That's everybody's personal opinion, but let's face it, we need to wear them in certain places. If we want to go to the supermarkets and whatnot, we have to wear them. However, we don't have to wear them everywhere we go, and especially when we're exercising. I'm walking around a park right now, getting a lot of fresh air, getting some good cardio in, getting some good thinking done, and I see people walking very distant from me with a mask on. Now, we all know the importance of exercise. Cardio is incredibly important for heart health, helps lower blood sugar levels, helps our muscles, helps our thinking, helps our moods. Cardio is incredibly important. We should be trying to get as much cardio as we can, whether it's bike riding. I like walking, I like hiking. I get the fresh air and I get a lot of different body movements and I get my heart rate going. Now, what happens when our heart rate is going and we're increasing our heart rate? We're strengthening our heart so that it doesn't have to work so hard, and it actually adds years to our lives. However, we need to breathe more oxygen in as we're exercising. And if we have a mask on, we're actually obstructing the amount of oxygen we get. Let's face it, air is our #1 nutrient. None of us can go more than a minute or two without air. We're dead, right? We need to be breathing deeply. So when we can, when we're not in crowded places or we're not in places that require a mask, we need to breathe. We need to start practice getting air all the way into the bottom of our lungs. 80% of the oxygen used by the body comes from the lower 20% of our lungs. Most of us don't breathe that deeply. We're actually almost partially suffocating ourselves by not breathing all the way in. So not only do we want to be not wearing masks when we're moving and trying to get more oxygen, we don't want to wear it if we don't have to. If we're in our cars with the windows closed, that air quality is not good, especially if we have the heat on or the air conditioning on. So wearing a mask on top of that is not healthy. What we want to be doing is bringing the windows down, getting some fresh air in from time to time, and breathing deeply. So if you're walking around the park and you're not on top of people and no one's coughing or sneezing, then don't wear the mask. Socially distance if you must, or if that's not possible, keep the mask on. If you're afraid, if you're compromised, keep in mind too that only like around 10,000 people have died of COVID in this country. Only 10,000 that didn't have any other existing conditions. Most of those cases, 94 cases of the deaths in this country, were suffered by people who have almost 3 different pre-existing conditions called comorbidities or chronic disease, which is unfortunate, which is why we want to clean out our diet and get our bodies moving, get healthy, get strong. Strong body, strong immune system fights this stuff off very efficiently, very easily. So get outside, breathe deeply, only use masks when required, when sensible. Let's use some common sense here. We can't obstruct our breathing when our body needs more air and oxygen, and when we're trying to breathe in fresh air. When we're in it, right now I'm in a park, there's trees all over the place. They're giving off oxygen. We breathe out carbon dioxide. Trees and plants breathe it in and breathe out oxygen, which we need to live. This is one of the most symbiotic relationships that exist between us and plants. Enjoy that fresh air. Breathe it in deeply, please. Use the mask sensibly. You don't want to deprive yourself of the #1 nutrient, oxygen and air. All right.